Of course, I just pulled out the red hatch and it starts to rain. What a surprise. Welcome to Florida. So right now we are at the shop. We're working on the blue hatch. Right now we're adjusting the valve lash on the B series motor, and then once we get this all done, we can put the clutch on there and get the transmission on, and we can start working on this thing. All right, so we went ahead and put the valve cover on right now so we could just have everything covered. We're gonna go ahead and put the intake. We got the sweet gato we gotta put on, and we got these bolts from Speed Factory. Then we got a set for the valve cover, and then we got a set for this. So we're gonna go ahead and get that put on. The exhaust we can put on when, you know, it's already in the car, but we want to go ahead and put this on because it's going to be harder to get to the bolts around it. So we got all the titanium nuts all tightened down. We went ahead and threw the throttle body on there. We are using the K-Tune throttle body. We had this on our last intake manifold, so we're just going to go ahead and reuse this. And we are also putting in the ATI dampener. I just unboxed it, so we're going to go ahead and get this on real quick. So I had to cut this little piece out, that way the crank sensor will clear. This little piece is in the way, and also since we were using the sensor, we had to cut this tooth off, so we went ahead and cut that off as well. So we got the ATI dampener on. We did have to heat it up to get it on, and we also put some anti-seize on the crankshaft. That way, you know, when we're taking it off later on, if we have to, it's not just gonna be stuck on there, because if you guys know about these, they go on there pretty snug. But now we're gonna take it off the engine stand, get the clutch on, and we'll slide the transmission on. All right, so we got the flywheel on there and torqued. Went ahead and put the clutch on. Now it's time to put on this bad boy. All right, so I went ahead and put the T-bracket on. We are using the Hasport mounts. Shout out to Hasport for getting these out to us. I got the transmission mount on there, not tightened down just yet, just in case I have to move it around. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring the car down and try to get her in. Man, the motor is finally in. This definitely kicked my ass because they are solid mounts, so everything has to be like perfect in order for it to line up. This one, I couldn't really line up this hole, so I had to loosen these up quite a bit and kind of maneuver everything, pull on the motor as I just basically try to drill this in, and it finally broke through and it lined up perfectly. So then I got to tighten these at the end. But yeah, she definitely gave me a little bit of fight, but she's in there. All right, so I had to pull the motor back out because I didn't realize until afterwards that the transmission right here is touching right here on the frame, and you have to basically hit that back, that way it can clear that. And that kind of makes sense as to why it was hard to get it in with the first place. I tried to loosen up this motor mount and bring it down enough for me to get something to grind it down, but I feel like, you know, it's just way easier for me to take it back out. That way I can get to it a lot easier, hit it with the hammer, bring it back, and then I can put the motor back in, and hopefully it'll go in easier this time. But that's something I didn't realize that I had to do after I talked to my buddy. He was saying that's just common, that you have to knock this back right here. So I wanted to film that so you guys know, if you guys are doing a similar swap, make sure you hit that back, make enough room for it to clear. It's not really a lot that you have to hit it back, but just enough to be annoying. Well, hopefully that clears it. You can see where the paint came off where I hit it. I'm about to test it right now, but hopefully we can just put it back in. Later on we'll clean this all up. We just want to get everything together for now, just for mock-up. All right, so I got the motor back in. You can see here we have a gap, which is good. It's not touching anymore. Right now I'm gonna raise the car up. Danny's over here. We're gonna measure for the drive shaft because tomorrow I'm gonna go to S1 Built. I already talked to them today. I'm gonna bring them the drive shaft, the viscous coupler, and the carrier bearings, and they're gonna go ahead and take care of that for me. They're gonna get it cut and strengthen and replace everything with the 1310 joints, and I should have that within a few days. All right, I'll hold it from the rear. No homo.
Wait, go.
Go through the tunnel. Oh, I hold it, man, because I gotta. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go from the face of this. He's gonna go from the face of that over there. What do we got, man?
We got 83 and a 16th. You guys see it?
83 and a 16th.
Yeah, yep, 83 and a 16th.
And also, when we get the drive shaft back, we're gonna have to make the plates for the viscous coupler and all that, but we'll handle that once we get that back.
Brand new lifts are nice.
You like it?
Yeah.
Still good, man. I keep her clean. All right, guys, motor's finally in the hatch. We're making big progress on it. Stay tuned for these next videos. There's a lot of things we're getting done on this. After I give them the drive shaft tomorrow, I'll have that in a few days, and then we are also we already have somebody working on the harness. They're working on the engine harness and the chassis harness, so we should have that within the next 5 days. And there's still a lot of work to do on this car, but this was a big part that we wanted to get done, and I'm just more and more excited because it's getting closer to the time to drive this thing. I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and like I said, stay tuned. More hatch content coming up. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one.